Hey guys, welcome back. This is Dan MacArthur with Math Help Services, here today to show you another video tutorial. This session we're going to be looking at the student interface and how to do a homework assignment. Okay, so you may have gotten an email from your teacher saying that hey, you got a homework assignment to do, or he or she may have told you that in class. So this video lesson is going to go through just how to do that in your account. Okay, so we're going to go down here and we're going to look here and it says my current assignments. Under this is where all your homework assignments will be. So we'll just scroll and look at it up at the top again. And we'll look under this and we see when our homework assignments are. Okay, so a couple things to know, just what they are, and then the start date and the due date. So what I would do right now if I was you and you're about to start one of these homework assignments was to write down what the assignment says, what the title is here, and then write down the start date and the due date in your workbook, in your in your Hilroy book or whatever you're taking notes in, and then go ahead and say original assignment, just so you know that this was the original assignment, not a remedial. Okay, and then when you're ready to start the assignment, you just go ahead and click complete assignment. So these are ones that when it says complete assignment, you can do them. These ones you'll be able to view after the deadline, after the assignment's due, and these ones that are already, the due date's come and gone, you can go ahead and review those now. So I'm just going to look at volume of the cone. We'll just bring that up real quick, and this would be the original assignment. Again, you get a little recap of when the due date is, and how you can go ahead and start that. So you can do the assignment there. Your remedial assignments, when you do request remedials, and we'll pop into how to do that in one sec, will populate here. And again, you have the due date, like you have the titles, the start dates, and the due dates. And a real good thing to get a habit of doing is writing down, when you go to show your work for this stuff, is to write down the assignment name, the start date, and the due date, and then make a note that it's a remedial, because it's important for your teacher, because again, he or she can look through to see which questions you're working on. So if you're having problems and you can't get help from the video lessons, this is a good way to go. So yeah, if the video lessons aren't enough to get you through the questions, your teacher needs to know what you're working on. So let's pop into this and just see how the assignment looks and feels, and we'll just do one. Doing an assignment's the exact same in in remedial or in an original assignment. So we'll just pop into one of these remedials here. So again, we get that recap of when it's due. We can go ahead and just pop in. Let's pop into question 1 here. So this is Pythagorean Theorem. So we see this. So let's say, for instance, that oh my God, I don't remember this at all. Let's say that your teacher didn't. This is actually a review assignment for grade 10. So maybe for you grade 10s out there in BC, if your teacher just sent you this expecting that you could just pile through it, and you're like, oh man, I don't remember this stuff, you can go ahead and click here for some video lesson help. So I'll do that right now. So if you're feeling completely out to lunch, you can watch this video lesson. So I'll just play it for you now.
The topic of this interactive video lesson is the Pythagorean Theorem, Level 1. The side lengths in a 90-degree triangle have a special relationship between them.
So this is basically going to go through the theory of what this topic is. So this would be sort of analogous to what your teacher might be doing on the board if she was writing notes and that sort of thing for you to look at.
Let's look at the relationship with a diagram and an equation. Here's a right-angled triangle, and the measure of AB squared equals the measure of BC squared plus the measure of AC squared. Or if we look at the red letters, C squared equals A squared plus B squared, the Pythagorean theorem. Notice that the measure of ABC is the longest side. It is always the side opposite the 90-degree angle. It's called the hypotenuse. Let's see this formula work with some numerical examples. Find the missing side length in the following 90-degree triangle.
So if you didn't feel like you needed that theory bit at the beginning there, or as this lesson is going to go into more theory for the next 3 minutes and 40 seconds, you can just pop into one of these examples. This will be similar to what your your teacher might cover on the board or something like that. These next 15 really, so these examples will be just a solved example. The next the next 10 will be the question, and then they'll read you the question, and then there'll be the answer. So this is great for if you're doing word problems or stuff like that, to just have it read to you. Sometimes just hearing it helps you solve the questions.
X squared is equal to 5 squared plus 12 squared, and begin solving. 5 squared is 25, 12 squared is 144.
Okay, so now we're feeling good. We got a recap of the old Pythagorean Theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared here. So let's go ahead and try these questions in our homework assignment. Again, these are pop-ups, so this is happening right here. So we'll just X out of this because this hyperlink's always there. It's not going anywhere for us. So let's just go through this. So we got a squared plus I'm going to call this b squared equals c squared. So we'll just do the math. So 12 times 12 is 144. 15 squared is 240.25. So we'll solve for b squared, which is 96.25, leads us to 9.81. So we'll submit that. So you're going to see a green check mark once you've submitted this. That doesn't mean the question is right. That just means that you can now, it's now saved in the system. You've successfully saved it, your response to this question in our system. So you can go away. So let's say you just had time to do one question. I can X out of this, and then I can go back into it. Okay? So see how it's already saved there? All right, so we'll pop into question 2 now, and I'll just go through this. So, what do we got here? So 12 squared plus, we'll call this again, we'll call this b squared equals 15 squared. So we'll solve it. 225 minus 144 after we square this. And what are we going to get? So 225 minus 144 is 81. The square root of 81 is what? It is 9. So we'll just submit this here. Fantastic. So on to the next question. 9 squared plus 12 squared equals c squared. This is our hypotenuse, so we know that from the formula. So we'll just do the math. 9 squared is 81. 12 squared is 144. 225 root of 225 is 15. So that's our answer. Next question. Whoa, this looks a little different. Alright, well maybe we should go back to the video lesson help and see if there's something that looks like this, that might be covered in these examples. So I'll go click through this guy here and see if that looks similar. Okay, in this one they're solving for this x down here. So in our homework assignment, we want to solve for the hypotenuse of the smaller right triangle. So let's look. Maybe they got something like that going on. We'll try it. Nope.
Solution.
So they're looking for the hypotenuse of the bigger triangle.
Focus on triangle ABD and label it. We're doing that because it's a right triangle and we have 2 sides in it.
So this is a good thing to get. There we go, guys. Look at this one. Look at this one.
Solution to question 10. Find the length of the missing side x in the diagram below. Remember that you need 2 sides in a right triangle to use Pythagorean Theorem to find the third side.
Hold on one second, guys. So I want to reload this homework assignment. I did something funny. There it is again. So we'll pop back into this question just to have a look at it. So we look at this question. They're solving for x. We'll click on this video lesson help. It will come up here. And then where was that? That was question 10, I believe. Yeah, so look at this question that they're going to solve for us right now. They're going to give us a whole video solution with all the process, how to do it, narrated and everything. And it looks pretty identical to what we're working on here, okay? So, this is if you don't know how to do this one, watch these. And this is, again, I'm just trying to drive this home, guys, because it's a really good thing to get in the habit of doing is, leafing through. If you're feeling lost, don't just guess or anything like that. Like, leaf through these examples, because you know what? Those homework assignments are built from these examples in this video lesson. So, it's going to be absolutely relevant to any questions that you get. So I'm just going to X out of that and go ahead and answer this question. So I already solved this one, guys. And then last one, a nice easy one to finish. Dump that out. All right, we'll just submit this. We're ready to submit that question. So now you'll see here to submit the assignment. So again, these are all just successfully loaded. If we want some feedback, we got to go ahead and submit this assignment. So we submit the whole thing and get our result. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now and see how we did. Woo! 5 out of 5. Feels good, guys. Wow. So we even got that tough one right. So that's great. But let's say I wanted to get some more practice in because we got an exam coming up on this stuff. Or let's say you got 3 out of 5 and you just want another try. You want to get a better mark. Most of your teachers, and of course ask your teacher this, but most of your teachers will allow you to do as many remedials as you want to, and they'll just take the best grade. So even if you do get 5 out of 5, and you try another one because you want some practice, and you get 3 out of 5, you haven't lost anything. So you might as well go ahead and try another one if you want some practice. So we can go ahead and take our remedial right now if we want to, and that'll pop us into this right here. Or, on the other hand, you wait to create a remedial. So let's say after the fact you logged out of your account and you wanted to log back in and create a new remedial assignment for yourself to do. So you didn't do it right there. You see this big green button here. You just click remediation. All your assignments that have been sent out during the year. So this is the class that you're in. So I only have one class that I'm in as a student. Some of you, a very rare case that you'll be in more than one. And then you can go here, every assignment that was sent out, you can go ahead and try and, request a remedial for it. So we'll just click on this guy here, and then we can create a remediation for this one, and this has been, our remedial has been created, okay? So once you do it like that, just refresh your browser, because that came up as a pop-up, and then you can go down, and then there's that one for the right triangles that I just created. Okay, guys. So that's how you do your homework assignments. Again, just to recap real quick, your current ones will come up here. Your remedials will come in here. So you just click through to do it. It comes up as a pop-up. You get stuck. Use the video lessons, and then if you don't get the grade you want or you want some more practice, yeah, go ahead and create a remedial and give it another go. All right, guys, I hope that video was helpful. If you have any questions or something about this student interface you want me to address specifically, follow us on Facebook and Twitter and send us a message or tweet at us. And you know what? I'll probably make a video lesson that addresses your concerns. All right, great, guys. Thanks very much. Have a fantastic day and good luck with your math courses.